Hello, once again. I don't know why I always do that. Welcome to the Variable Y Show, everyone. I'm your host, the Variable Y. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. And tonight is a night that we talk sports, a little lighter on the sports tonight since it's later in the week. Now, I was going to do, I told you guys next time we come on, we do some basketball. And I know, again, my man George, I know, Spoon, I'm sorry. We had a basketball topic. I was going to talk a lot of basketball tonight. We got so much to talk about. We got Anthony Davis to talk about. Spoon, I know you want to talk about that. We've got Giannis Antetokounmpo talking on a slide to Steph Curry. I know everybody wants to talk about that. We've got the doggone Knicks that are actually looking like an NBA team. Sean, I know you want to talk about that. We've got the Atlanta Hawks. I know none of us want to talk about that, but we have to. You know, we can't just talk up Atlanta around here. We gotta criticize Atlanta around here because that's what we do. We keep it real around here. And again, Spoon, we gotta talk about your Lakers because they're looking great. But you know, I'm gonna do something that I don't normally do. Normally, this show is built around my opinions, my feelings, how I feel. You know, I give opinions. I tell you guys, you know, what I'm thinking. I try to give you guys something that I don't think you're going to get anywhere else. I try to give you guys very honest and very real opinions from someone who is not in the mainstream and who does not have any of the constraints on them, I'll say. Not to say that everybody does, but just to say, well, these are the things that I think that people would like to hear. These are things that I talk about all the time, and the guys I talk to, and the people. So I want to say the guys because there are women who listen to this too, and who say, "Yeah, I was thinking this," or "Yeah, why don't people talk that?" So that's what I say. But very intelligent brother that I listen to all the time in my off time. Gonna send him a shout out. His name is Bobani Jones. Brought up something that I just find too. It's too perfect for me not to say it here. So, like you all know, like everybody knows by now, this past weekend, the New Orleans Saints lost a playoff game at home to the Minnesota Vikings. And like you all know, the New Orleans Saints were tied for the best record in the NFC with the 49ers. But they lost to the 49ers in a head-to-head game, so that's why New Orleans got the third seed and they didn't get the second seed or the first seed. I don't know. Don't know how that worked out, but that's why they didn't get a bye. That's why they had to play week one of the playoffs. So, and you also know that New Orleans lost 3 games this year. They lost to the Rams in LA when when Drew Brees got hurt. Damn, that's a game you expect them to lose. They lost at home to the Niners in a very weird game where both teams, the Niners have a great defense. New Orleans had a good defense at the time. That game was 42 or 48-45. Stupid game. It was very entertaining, but I mean, just the numbers were just insane. So I wonder if you guys are like, well, they lost 3 games. So who else did they play that they lost to? And I know my boy Trey is looking at this saying, wait a minute. I know who they lost to. And I know you can see by this big smile on my face, if you can't tell by now, you should know who they lost to. Because the New Orleans Saints lost in the Superdome to the then hapless Atlanta Falcons. As a matter of fact, not only was this the game that kept the New Orleans Saints from getting a first round bye and possibly at least hosting the NFC Championship game, it got them in the playing on the first week and it got them put out. But this was probably the game that saved Dan Quinn's career. So not only did the Saints do the Saints thing and lose to the Falcons, and not just lose, but they got shut out in their own house to the Atlanta Falcons in a game that they needed to keep pace in this very competitive NFC. But they assisted with the Atlanta Falcons keeping their head coach, who was on the hot seat up to that point. All of my Atlanta fans, all of my Atlanta Falcon fans, I don't know if you thought of that. I honestly didn't think about that until I heard Bomani say it. And as he was saying, I was like, oh, yeah, that did happen. Oh, snap. And it made my day. I don't know if you can tell by this look on my face, but it warms my heart. And I know there are some of you out there who are Saints fans all of a sudden because, before Drew Brees was there, you weren't Saints fans who are saying, but hey, at least we won a Super Bowl. Okay, I mean, that's fine. Yeah, okay, that's cool. But your asses didn't win this year, so bah. You out there with me. We're going to be watching the Super Bowl together, just like we watched the last however many we watched, except for that one y'all won. We're going to watch it at the crib, just like you. So, Saints fans, have a nice day. And everybody else, have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for being a part of this experience as we do here every night that we do this show. We thank you so much for joining the Variable Y Minute. Again, you can catch the Variable Y Minute. You can subscribe on YouTube, or you can catch me on Instagram at The Variable Y, or you can catch me on Twitter at at The Variable. Excuse me, it's been the Variable Y Minute, not the Variable Y on Instagram. Sorry, it's just Variable Y. It's been the Variable Y Minute, guys. It's been a heck of a night, and I've enjoyed you guys again, as always. So have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you guys have a great night. Talk to you later. Thanks.